Hi guys, this is our first class on graphic design. Today we are gonna create a new project on Adobe Photoshop and we are gonna learn some tools and how to use them. Let's start. First, you need to have Photoshop, and it doesn't matter your Photoshop version. You can use any version that you want. My version is Adobe Photoshop 2023. So let's start then. First, we need to go here and click it. One click is enough. Maybe I didn't click. Let's click new file. Yeah. Here you can see some of the presets that already in here, and you can search for the preset. More, for example, save it, photo, print, art and illustration, web, mobile, or something. That's it. Let's go recent. Here it is. We are gonna use this. Here you can see width and height, our measurement. You can use pixels, inch, centimeter, millimeter, points, and picas. We are gonna use pixels because for the digital assets, pixels is good. Let's use pixels, and you can change your orientation if you want to. We don't need that. We are gonna keep it that way. And we don't need any artboard right now. So I'm gonna talk about the artboard later. Let's start. Resolution. What's the resolution? Resolution is more like quality measurement, and you can use pixel centimeter or pixel inch. We are gonna use pixel centimeter. And color mode. We have RGB, grayscale, bitmaps, CMYK, and lab color. And today we are gonna use RGB color for the digital assets, and we are gonna use CMYK for the print. Okay, let's keep with the RGB color. And background color, I'm gonna use with white, which is original and which is standard for the Photoshop, and you can change it whatever you want. Let's learn about that. You can change it like that. Just click the color and you can choose any color that you want, and your background will be at that color as you see, but in this time we are gonna use only white. And advanced option, you can see color profile. You don't need color profile since you are not a professional, since it's a basic course. And square pixels, you are gonna stick with square pixels. Let's go. When I click create, and I clicked and I waited, yeah, here it is, our first project, untitled. By the way, I forget about talk the title. We are gonna talk about that. Okay, let's see. Here we have one project and we can do whatever we want, but first we should learn some of the basics for the Photoshop. Let's go with that. We have layers panel here, and we have three panels actually in Photoshop. It's menu panel, tools panel, and options panel. Let's say I'm gonna call it options panel in our lessons, because I feel like it's not tools. They are not tools. They are just, options. Some options that you can use, that you can use. Okay, let's go. In options panel we have layers, and by the way, this is our first project, and this is our default for the Photoshop screen, and you can change it. By the way, we are gonna learn that too. Yeah, let's see what do we have here. Photoshop layers panel, here it is. You can see your project in here, your background, and you can open it, or you can relock. Okay, I relocked. Let's unlock it, and you can move your project, your background here. I'm gonna make it Control Z. Control Z, Control Z. As you know, it's a shortcut to turn back. And let's relock our background. Okay. And as I mentioned, we are gonna learn some tools today, and it's that Move tool and Artboard tool. We are gonna talk about Artboard tool later, and today we are gonna talk about Move tool. What's Move Tool? Move Tool is basically something to move anything in Photoshop, to move objects in Photoshop. Let's say so. We have Move Tool and I can do it. I can do whatever I want with the Move Tool, as you see. And I can, yeah. As you see, I can move a line with that, but you need the line more thick. Yeah, that's it. With the move tool, you can do anything and you can move anything. Let's say, not do anything, move anything, yeah. And let's see, guys. Now it's time to talk about artboards and artboard layers. Let's talk about. Let's go home again and new file. Untitled, as you see, as you see, and we can change name. Let's say artboard, since it's about artboards, and we are not gonna change anything in here. Just click, and we are gonna have artboards right now. Okay, and great. Yeah, as you see, we have an artboard here. You can see my artboard. You don't see in here, but you can see in here. Okay, and when with the artboard tool, you can see that plus marks, plus signs, to create a new artboard and work on many projects on Photoshop. Let's create new artboard. You can see the size of it, 1920 and 1080 or something like that, and that's it. You can see all the artboards here, and when we are here we can see all the artboards. Yeah, then let's change the artboard's colors. First, let's change the tool. We are at move tool right now, and you can choose that artboard. Then you can choose artboard tool, and you are gonna see this panel, and just click here to change the color. You see, artboard tool, change the color. Artboard tool, change the color. Let's say yellow. And the last one, let's say purple. More like this. Yeah, you can see it. Yeah, and let's say when you have something like this, it's not an artboard. You can make the artboard. Let's see how. We are at the move tool right now, and you can't do anything with the move tool. Let's delete them with the delete or backspace, and let's choose artboard tool, and you see, let's create an artboard here. Let's create an artboard. As you see, I have an artboard, and I can change my artboard's sizes, measurements, I mean. Let's do it. Move tool. I'm gonna, yeah, you see. Let's go here. Now I have an artboard, and I don't need that one. But that one will still be here, because You see, I have layer here, and I can delete it if I want to, because I have an artboard right now, and I can create a new layer on my artboard and make it colorful, just like that. As you see, I have a layer and I have an artboard. Yep, yep, yep. That's pretty much it. Today's lesson. Thank you for joining.